Nation contract. And then from there, I'm just gonna finish up the rest of the game. So, making pretty good progress, actually. Oh yeah, no, before I forget, I need to buy the rest of the weapons from the blacksmith. Oh yeah, okay, so you're getting the Crash Bandicoot remaster. Yeah, that's a proper remaster. Oh, that collection look what is it? Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. Okay. Brutes and brutality. The Borgia have sent large numbers of heavily armored guards in the city, hoping to further dissuade any opposition. Go oppose them before they hurt any of the rebels. Nicolo. For full synchronization, kill all of the targets in under 15 seconds. Sounds like I'm going to be using my Aerostorm. Anytime I gotta kill a lot of enemy, or gotta kill targets under a certain amount of time, Aerostorm is always the way to go. But yeah, the Ezio collection is not really like a full-on remaster. You get slightly better visuals, but it's not it's not that big of a difference. Wait a second. Okay, they must be under the bridge. Maybe. Hold on a second. Why do these guys not spawn in? That's weird. Huh. Okay. Alright, so let's... For some reason, the enemies didn't spawn in. They want me to complete it in a certain amount of time, but the enemies aren't even spawning in. Alright, so let's move away from the area so we can get these enemies to spawn in. Yeah. I mean, if you've already played most of these... If you've already played, like, a couple of the games in the series... it'd probably be best just to wait for a sale. I mean, if you can get the collection for $30 or less, I'd say definitely go for it. Okay, what gives? These guys aren't spawning in. For me, it's worth it. Actually, so I've already played through Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, and Revelations for the 360. And I have all the DLC for those. But, for me, it's nice just to have the complete package. Plus, I was also interested in seeing the Assassin's Creed Lineage short films and the Assassin's Creed Ember short film as well. Okay, I gotta restart that mission. For some reason, those enemies didn't spawn in. That was weird. Aerostorm. Okay, well that's the last of the assassination contracts. Oh, the new Assassin's Creed Origins? I'm actually really excited for it. I can't really say that any of the Assassin's Creed games look terrible to me. Some people seem to hate on Assassin's Creed 3, but I think it looks like a pretty good game. I haven't played it yet, but it does look interesting. And I also like the time period it's set in. Unity I can understand people being kind of torn on that. But it still looks like a pretty good game, even though it's vastly different from the rest of the series. And Syndicate also looks interesting, but I think Assassin's Creed Origins actually looks like it's shaping up to be a really good game. I'm more interested in it than Unity or Syndicate. So it feels the character seems very interesting, and I really like the gameplay, and I'm actually really interested in the combat. The combat's apparently based on hurt boxes, and so normally, like in the Assassin's Creed combat, whenever enemies attack, they kind of pull themselves towards you, or whenever you attack an enemy, you pull yourself towards them. Instead, the combat's kind of more like For Honor. It's a lot more dynamic, and you gotta like play a little bit more strategically, and there's more skill involved. There just seems to be a lot more depth in the combat. And the new assassin seems interesting, and kind of cool that you can use a bow and arrow. I like how he has an eagle that scouts out areas. There's a lot of interesting gameplay mechanics that Origins has. Okay, so now I got the best armor in the game. Armor of Brutus. Best armor in the game, stats-wise, and you never have to repair it, so pretty happy to finally get the Armor of Brutus. And get the Dagger of Brutus too, which I probably won't use, but pretty sure it's the best small weapon in the game. Okay.
I may be expensive.
Okay, so the Stoko is the last weapon I can buy. From the shop. Now I just need to buy the small weapons. All right, notched Cincada. Can't afford it yet. Dagger. Sure. Alright, so all I got left to buy from the blacksmith is one small weapon, that's it. Yeah, I actually haven't played a lot of the Assassin's Creed games. So I couldn't really talk from experience. So far I've played Assassin's Creed 1, 2, Brotherhood, and Revelations. So, but I am working through the full. I plan on playing through the full series. Hmm. Oh, Dagger Brutus is actually pretty good. Has +2 speed and +1 deflect over Maria's dagger. Okay. Before I continue with the main story sequences, I'm gonna go ahead and leave the Animus. Go back to modern day and see if there's any new dialogue or emails that are interesting.
Get up slowly.
How long do we have before the Templar satellite launch?
It's October 8th, so that leaves us with 74 days.
Not much time.
Huh.
Think about all that you've been through in the last month. 74 days is a long time.
Yeah, true. Biz went through a lot.
We're getting closer to the apple. I can feel it.
If it were up to me, you'd take more breaks.
Good thing the fate of the world doesn't rest on your shoulders.
Hey, joke all you want, but your mental health is a serious concern. It only takes a couple of months for most Animus users to exhibit extreme side effects, and you've been in for prolonged stretches of time.
I'll rest once we have the apple.
I was afraid you'd say that. We have work to do.
Any good stories about Cesare?
Are you kidding? He was notorious. Get this, in 1502, his top captains rebelled against him. He made concessions to all of them and they rejoined his army. Then, on New Year's Eve in 1503, he got them together inside a room in Sinigalia. Everyone was arrested. 2 were put back to back and strangled by Micheletto that very night. The rest were thrown into chains and killed a few weeks later.
Wow.
Yeah.
The amazing thing is that Cesare was so friendly during the months before, they never saw the trap coming. Machiavelli called him the master deceiver.
Damn. That's... Cesare is pretty cold.
So Cesare was pretty secretive.
Yeah, he was, except, weirdly, when it came to sex. After his wedding, he sent a letter to the Pope explicitly describing the intercourse on his wedding night. According to the letter, Cesare and his French bride did the deed 8 times.
Isn't that a Catholic thing?
What?
You're supposed to send the Pope a letter about your wedding night. Let the old guy live a little, you know?
You know, that sounds quite plausible, actually. My work requires attention, Desmond.
That disrupted memory seems to be getting clearer.
It's amazing. The sequence is repairing itself as if we're helping you work through psychological trauma.
So I'm gonna be a more balanced person by the end of this?
I have no clue. But the idea is cool.
Are you saying that because you feel guilty about frying his brain?
Sean's on the tree duty.
Deal.
Oh, of course, yeah, you side with her. Communists.
Focusing on this.
Alright, let's look into the emails now. Anything new? Okay. From Rebecca Crane to Desmond Miles. Supplies. Hey guys, I'm going into town tomorrow for supplies. My list is below. Am I forgetting anything? I'm not gonna read through that. Okay. Alright. From Sean Hastings to Desmond Miles. Update. Quick update on our remaining counterparts around the globe. Moscow. They remain safe and secure. The lead they've been chasing is becoming more and more promising. It's checking out under cross-reference, and they've been undisturbed by Templars to date. They're keeping security tight and staying vigilant, but it's nice to get some good news for a change. Sao Paulo has gone dark as Perspec. The leak was confirmed, and the team has set about smoking it out. They will likely move cities during their off the grid, and will let us know when they are where they are when they surface. Osaka made contact, have yet to lose their tail, so have gone back until further notice. And then, okay, so before I get to Denver, before when he was informing the team of the status on the other counterparts, or assassin counterparts, he didn't mention Denver because it was looking pretty bleak for Denver. But he put it here this time. Anyways, Denver off the grid, and this one isn't planned. It looks like we may have lost another one. Headquarters is investigating. Headquarters went to their safe house and everything was gone, which means one of two things. They were attacked and captured by Templars, who took all their gear for analysis, or they went code red without warning and went off the grid with no time to notify headquarters. Let's hope for the latter. S. And from Lucy to Desmond Miles, schedule for the week. It sucks to hear about Denver, though. Hoping they're pulling through. Okay. Alright, from Sean Hastings to Rebecca Crane. What about drinking? Question mark. Colleagues, we have been cooped up on this dungeon for ages. I feel it's best for both our sanity and productivity if we go into town tonight and enjoy the local color. A bit of wine and maybe some music. Please advise. S. And let's see. Rebecca's reply to that. What about Desmond? Rebecca. Alright. Lucy's reply. He can't leave the sanctuary, and I won't leave him alone. And then Sean replies, sigh, looks like just the two of us, Rebecca. Yeah, I really do feel like Sean's trying to get close to Rebecca. Rebecca's reply. Woot, a date with Sean, Rebecca. He seems to be in good spirits. Oh, whoops. Did not mean exit. Okay. Anything new from Sean's end? Let's see. From William M. to Sean Hastings. Status. Hello, Sean. I'm still with the others. No disasters yet. It looks like Abstergo is focusing on their satellite instead of hunting for us. So that buys us some time. I'm worried about Denver, though. Let's try to touch base at 3 a.m. You'll be up with Desmond, and I'm having trouble sleeping these days anyway. The unexpected heat of this European fall is killing me. I don't know how you Continentals handle it. You might as well pass the Denver info on now that it's escalated. They have a right to know. And that's just the status of all the other groups. Take care, William. Ah, okay. Yep. Looks like Sean replied to Rebecca's email supplies. So he's just adding stuff to that list. And some more stuff to that list. Okay. Okay. From Sean Hastings to Lucy Stillman. Relief. Where are the pain pills we have? I've got a ripping headache. S. Or a ripping headache. Lucy's reply. In my room on the windowsill. Just small talk. You would think they would just talk to each other in person. Considering they're in the same room. Okay. Now Lucy gets a new email from William. Alright. From William M. to Lucy Stillman. Misgivings. Lucy, the issues you raised in your last voicemail have taken me by surprise, to say the least. Think of all the work, all the stress and planning we've put into this. We had our suspicion for years about Minerva, about that particular piece of Eden. Your tapes confirmed it. Now we can study it and discover the truth. You've been waiting nearly a decade for this day. Don't put Desmond in danger just because of feelings you may or may not have. We're only going to get one shot at this with a short amount of time left. Don't fail us now. William. Yeah, I can imagine Lucy's dealing with a lot of pressure. Alright, well, let's head back into the Animus. Alright, that's all the side stuff out of the way for now. So let's continue with sequence 8. Alright. Requiem. Breach the perimeter of Castel Sant'Angelo and confront the Pope inside the papal apartments. For full synchronization, do not be detected. What? That was weird. Damn, he was out of range. Oh, that sucks. Alright, I'm going to proceed cautiously. There we go.
I want to see the Pope!
His Holiness waits for you at the top of the castle in his apartments.
Get out of my way!
Damn. That's not good. What? Oh, that's bullshit. Alright, I think... Damn, that sucked. I was waiting for him, too. He was casually